Why, hello there. Is it me you're looking for? Well, you have found me, Average Zen. I am your host of Average Zen Presents. And we have another Casual Tuesday experience for you, our stream viewers on Twitch, for you, our watchers on YouTube and elsewhere. Yeah. We had a refreshing weekend. Family took a trip to the Dolomites in Italy. Beautiful, beautiful. If you've never been, highly recommend. But enough about me. Let's talk about bats. I am the bat. But enough about me. Let's talk about bats. Yeah, you may have seen something similar to this roaming around in the standard queue. But we've tweaked it up a bit. We've zenned it up a bit. By that I mean we've probably made it much worse. However, there are some interesting things going on here, so stick with me. Stick with me. Alright, so, the major core of this deck is Case of the Uneaten Feast. It says whenever a creature you control enters, you gain 1 life, and if you've gained 5 or more life this turn, you solve the case. It allows you to cast spells from your graveyard when you sacrifice the enchantment here. So fun. We're mostly in it for the life gain, but the last half could be relevant. To go along with some early removal, Elspeth Smite, get rid of those Heartfire heroes and those nasty little scamps. I get some Get Lost for enchantment, creature, or planeswalker removal. Life Creed Duo going to get us some life also, so a little repetition there for in Case of the Uneaten Feast. We have some Sheltered by Ghosts. It's also going to enable us with Lifelink and give us Ward 2, as well as exiling a non-land permanent, so that's good. Deep Cavern Bat for a little hand hate. Also the Lifelink. You may be sensing a theme. A Starscape Cleric, it's going to drain our opponent when we gain life, which we will be hopefully doing with things like Ellis Ilkor, Sadistic Pilgrim, 2/2 Death Touch. Whenever another creature you control enters, it gains 1 life, and if one dies you control, each opponent loses 1 life. Oh yeah, there's multiple infinite combos. With this, we're not really going for that, although we do have some combos here that maybe you haven't seen. Thank you for joining us there, Hydra Hexamine. Like your name. So, speaking of combos, I noticed, because I'm an observant type, that Delney is a wonderful card for if you're playing anything with 2 power or less. If the majority of your deck, it has effects that trigger. So yeah, Delney also enables you to get under big power threats and get in there with your damage without having to be worried about getting blocked. So that's fun. Yes, Delney is fun indeed. Speaking of getting in with damage, we have more removal in the case of Split Up. With us being a somewhat aggro deck, we should almost always be sideways at the end of our turn. And that keeps us in the mix. And even if we get something like an Unstoppable Slasher down right before we split up, well, it's going to just come back anyway. So we don't have to worry about wiping our board too much with that combo out there. Now, here's a fun thing. In my early play testing of this deck, which hasn't been much, admittedly, but Delney and Unstoppable Slasher, boom, boom, double combo if they're out together. So that means that an Unstoppable Slasher triggers twice. You know what else is fun? Well, you've probably seen this combo before, Unstoppable Slasher and Bloodletter of Aclazotz, but what if you have one and not the other? Well, if you have Delney out there, you get an extra value from both, because Bloodletter of Aclazotz also has 2 power. You say, well, Zen, what the hell is Sheltered by Ghosts doing in there? Well, we don't want to put that on anything we have with 2 power, but we have plenty of things with 1 power, like Life Creed Duo, Deep Cavern Bat, just ordinary stuff. And, if it comes down to it and we absolutely need to exile something with Sheltered by Ghosts, then we'll bite that bullet and say, okay, Delney, You're not helping us out on that creature, but that's okay. So, mana-wise, primarily we want, because of Bloodletter of Aklisats, to be able to get to those 3 black pips as soon as possible. So we're running a lot of dual lands, including tap lands, although ones that would further our game plan, like Scoured Barrens, gaining us some life. If we have things like Starscape Cleric in play, then that is also triggering that. Caves of Koilos, we're trying to be as aggro as we can with this mana base. I will admit I don't have all the lands unlocked here. We could definitely be running one more Concealed Courtyard or one more Caves of Koilos, but my wildcard situation, I'm sure you can empathize. But with that being said, let's jump in and see if these bats out of hell can make a splash in the standard meta. I do love Delney. I've used him to great effect in a couple of different standard decks right now, and I can't complain too much about this hand. We do have removal, we have double Life Creed and a Delney, and we have mana to get us going. So let's kick it off. Our first opponent, Shakalaya. Alright, gain some life. I take it you play more like Historic than Hydra. If you're talking about Ocelot Pride and Soul Warden, or maybe Brawl. Alright, looks like we're up against Poison here, not ideal. That means our life gain doesn't really mean much against them, but we do have removal. The Mockingbird. I wonder, what will they clone for 1 mana? Could it be the Venerated Rot Priest? Alright, well, I think we go Sheltered by Ghosts and get rid of the Mockingbird. Now at least we can get in. Alright. And assuming our opponent doesn't pop off here and just poison us out right away, which is entirely possible. And then next up, I think we go for another Life Creed duo and hope we draw something else that Delney can benefit. That way when we go around to the next turn after that, we can just drop Delney and hopefully get in for a bunch of damage and triggers. Another Mockingbird. Nah, we don't mind that too much. Our Life Creed duo is big enough. Really kind of wish that we had a 3rd black pip here. We're trying to set up for that, but so far our 3 planes draws have not helped us out. Alright, and if we have to, we can block with the Life Creed duo. Our opponent seems to be struggling with finding anything that will target the Rot Priests. We're not angry at that. Alright, let's go ahead and swing in with the Life Creed duo. And I think it came up just as we planned here, so we can go ahead and get the Unstoppable Slasher out, gain some life, and have a good blocker on the ground, as well as a good block in the air. Next turn, we either slam Bloodletter or Delney, depending on our draw. And our opponent finding more Venerated Rot Priests. Fun times. Okay, we don't mind the bat here. That's actually wonderful with Delney. So we get a bunch of triggers. Let's go ahead and bat them up. Get a good 2 for 1. Yeah, we'll take both of those. Delney, amazing card. I hate the bat, by the way. I hate to play it, but we're doing it. Alright. Are you gonna block the slasher? I would. No? Okay. Well, there you go. And that's how Delney and Unstoppable Slasher work. Now, can our opponent get us to 10 poison counters this turn? Because otherwise, they are boned. Yeah, don't care. All right. Shakalaya. Are you prepared? They give us the GGs. They are prepared. Ba-bam. All right, Delney, an Unstoppable Slasher, an Unstoppable combo. When I was thinking, before, we've played a black-red version, kind of the Bloodletter, Aquazats, and Unstoppable Slasher combo on this channel before. But the thing I always found was it just needed evasion. And in black and red, other than giving it like a Tali's Favor, or Demonic Ruckus, giving it Menace, or Trample, and even giving it Trample wasn't guaranteed unless you could pump up Unstoppable Slasher big enough to get a hit in. So I'm finding that Delney actually is a huge benefit to Unstoppable Slasher. Maybe it's niche, maybe it's a meme. We're going for it anyway. Alright, I like this hand. The big question here is, why, number one, music is my scream. Why are you playing mono red in the play queue? It's bad enough that we have to deal with this in the ladder. Okay, this is not exactly the mono red we're used to seeing. Well, they can cast most of this, so I think the answer is get rid of the Tali's Favor. That might have been the wrong choice. We'll find out. I mean, either way, they get one shot in with this, basically, before we Sheltered by Ghosts. No. No. Alright, we don't mind the extra. Okay, now we are fully set up to draw into a Bloodletter here. Now. And we even have the Elspeth Smite. Should they find a hasty person? Double lifelink on the bat doesn't feel great, but we'll do what we gotta do here. I mean, we know they are having troubles. Yeah, they can't pay the ward. That's a bummer. There's a reason why Sheltered by Ghosts is so good. Oh, yeah, there you go. There you go. Oh, there's a Delney. Okay, well, let's go ahead and Life Creed Duo. Hold up the Get Lost. And the Elspeth and/or Elspeth Smite. Oh, well, our opponent finding creatures here seems to be an issue with all these pump spells in hand. It happens to the best of us. Alright. Okay, now things get jazzy. Let's go ahead and play the one Starscape Cleric. And that'll trigger Life Creed Duo and then get triggered again when we hit in with Deep Cavern Bat. Once again, holding up the Get Lost and/or Elspeth, well, not and/or, or Elspeth Smite. Is our opponent thinking about buffing our creatures, perhaps? Alright, bam bam. Easy enough. Where we really struggle is up against board wipes, of course. But if we're fast enough and lucky enough, as we've seen, let's go ahead and get lost that, because then it won't make a manifest creature. They can turn around and pump it if they want, but yeah. Nope, no mojo there. Okay, they can sacrifice these. There you go. The map token. So maybe we should have Elspeth smited there. However, I think it's about to not matter, because that 3/3 cannot block even Delney on the ground. We get double triggers from Starscape. Boom, boom, good game. Boom, boom, good game. Very nice. We like it. We like it a lot. Delney, the all-star, I think, of potentially many combo decks. Of course, everyone knows Delney with Arabella right now in Standard. You get to go up against that a lot in Brawl. Alright, our next opponent, Vicious. Like from Cowboy Bebop? This could get ugly. Alright, well, we like to see this. Oh, they got little tiny bones over here. Hey, what's up, buddy? Alright, Carrot Cake. Mono white tokens. Or just a bad draw so far for Boros? Let's find out. Okay, Sunfall, lay down arms, vanish into eternity. Okay, well, let's take the lay down arms. And then we definitely go for no blocks. Okay, well, we gotta get another bat down. We gotta get that Sunfall out of their hand. Yeah, yep. I don't like playing the bat on you either, Vicious, but I mean, it's somewhat vicious, isn't it? It hurts my soul. Every time I get batted, I just want to scoop. If you look at my Brawl record, the games that I play, the number of games that I get up against in hand hate, or up against like a milled, what's that guy, Bruvaclad, oh yeah. You're not playing ranked, man. Don't bring that stuff to the table unless you're just a twisted person, in which case more power to you, I guess. It's just my opinion. Of course, you can play and have fun any way you want. Alright, we got some fun stuff here in this hand. Even some removal now. I like it. Oh, more removal. No, the skull cap snail is this. What do we want to get rid of? Tough choice. Tough choice. I think the correct answer here is a Starscape Cleric. Alright, now we can go ahead and play the other. And our opponent, Jay Galloy, with the Market Watch Phantom. Another power 2 or less lover. Okay, well, let's go with... we gotta play the bat out, right? The Slasher. That seems like a good blocker here. And if they don't have removal, and they are silly enough to only leave up one blocker. Okay, they were not. However, we do have double removal. So let's go ahead and... Oh, no. We don't want to do that. Okay, let's go... Yeah, okay. Choices. Okay, let's go Bat. See what's in their hand. Neighborhood Guardian. Make your move. Oh, well, okay, let's get rid of the removal. And then, we don't have Delney in hand, so it might be better to Sheltered by Ghosts here. We always have the other Unstoppable Slasher, should that prove to be our win con. But at least now the skies are our domain and ours alone. We have achieved air superiority. And our opponent down to 5. Yeah, they're like, what the heck? What did you just do? Yeah, that's no good. An Unstoppable Slasher with life gain, and then Starscape Cleric. An Unstoppable Slasher halves your life, and then you take another ping on top of it. Nonsense. Alright, let's go black. Yeah, okay. Good game, Jay Goloy. Oh, I mean, this might be a thing. I mean, I wouldn't say we come up against any, like, strictly top-tier meta decks here so far, but, I mean, so far, smooth running. Up next, the Unstoppable Slasher will face Kyong. Will Delney make an appearance? We shall see. Okay, well, that looked good except for our mana. This looks even better though. Well, let's ditch the Bloodletter. We may not have the mana to get it. And go ahead and case of the Uneaten Feast. And then, yeah, Starscape Cleric next turn into Delney looks good. Assuming we draw an untapped land. Kyong. Very colorful sleeves. Okay, we draw back into the Bloodletter of Aquazats. That's not horrible. We just have to pray for 2 black pips. Pray to Yogg-Sothoth. No, don't do that. Aw. Kyong, that was not appropriate. Okay, well, we got 1. I'm very loath to throw out Delney here, but we can always get him back with the case of the Uneaten Feast. Mana efficiency, she beckons to me. Yeah. Alright, I got a land and a land off the top. And to another land. Hey, things are coming up roses. Alright, let's get that pip. And let's make it happen, Captain. Well, I'll take a little ping there, but I'm not especially concerned. Kaboom. It didn't show the trigger, but I'm pretty certain Bloodletter did trigger there. I mean, we haven't done any other damage. Alright, and then next turn, we can do Sheltered by Ghosts on whatever they play out here, assuming they don't just wipe the board somehow. I don't see double black, so... Okay, yeah, that's a good target. Well, let's go. Sheltered by Ghosts, except it's going to turn off Bloodletter, so let's put it on Delney. There you go. Delney doesn't care about themselves. And auto pay. Full attack. Alright, down to 10. Boom, down to 5. Just kidding, just kidding. Kyong, you are in danger. Oh, well, that's kind of what we didn't want to see. That is not good for us, Gix's command. Now we need to draw into something good, or we are hosed. Roaming throw, not good news for us either. And Vran, Executioner of Thane. Okay, Deep Cavern Bat, not the worst draw here. Yeah, we get some life. I wish Delney was still in play. Okay, well, we definitely have to get rid of the Fairy Slumber Party. And we get a little bit of life. Maybe that will eventually pay off in the face of all this. Defiler of Dreams makes an appearance. Alright, our opponent has lots of reduction for their instants and sorceries, but down to one card in hand. With Defiler and Dreams out there in play. That doesn't mean much, though. Okay, this is kind of good. That means the only thing that can block us is nothing in the air. Yeah, good stuff. So the question is, can we get something like a Bloodletter or another creature that will get under all this offense? Preferably in the air. Alright, they get a go for the throat. I'm gonna take out. Okay. I guess they can cast the other spell. I don't know that I would have left Delney out there. I guess they can cast into the Fairy Slumber Party. Maybe we need something like okay, land is not really what we wanted to see. Oh, okay. Good game, opponent. That draw is not what we wanted. Alright, well, you know, our first defeat. We knew the board wipe was an issue. Gix's command will do it against us. That's a good argument, I guess, for best of 3 in this deck, maybe? There's probably an argument for a lot of the decks that I build being best of 3 rather than best of 1. But that's just not my style. When I build a deck, I want it to work. I don't want to have to change the cards out depending on who I'm playing. It should do its thing. Maybe that's a lofty goal. Maybe it's an unobtainable goal with so many different tactics in the meta. But that is what we strive for. The perfect 60 cards for what you're trying to do. Alright, Terramorphic Expanse here from our opponent LRF with the Zoraline avatar. Okay, well, let's Deep Cavern next turn. Because I get the feeling like maybe... Yeah. Removal was inbound. Okay, JK. Another Life Creed duo sounds good. They seem like they're ready for another creature to come down. Yeah? You like that? Oh, yes, please. Use those removals on me, Daddy. Alright, what about a Deep Cavern Bat? You got a removal for that as well? Or a counter now? Well, they're in their hand already. They said it's dead on arrival. Wonderful. Well, we got a demand answers. They got an Abrade left. And then 3 creatures? Okay, well. We've almost run them out of removal. They're going to demand answers. All right. Did they draw into more removal? Well, we really should play the Delney here, but we just don't have time. Okay, yep. Let's get rid of the Abrade. And that lets us hold up Get Lost next turn. Or for this turn. Alright, our opponent finally finds a third land. So many clues. Okay, I think we do one of these. Hold up to Get Lost. And then drop Delney next turn. Assuming we don't get countered. Our opponent doesn't seem to be big on counter spells though. Sleight of Hand. I don't know why they haven't played the Tempest Angler here. Seems like okay, you gotta be kidding me. I guess they're too busy just having fun destroying our stuff. We can't have anything. Thank you, opponent. Alright, well. Let's go ahead and slam Delney. And then Bloodletter next turn? You gotta be kidding me. they drew more removal. Our opponent just is a removal machine here. They don't need the creatures in their hand, I guess. Gonna torch the Witness, get back the Abrade. Fun times. Love to see it. Well, there's another Abrade target for you. They got 5. Yeah, so next, yeah, let's go ahead and Sheltered by Ghosts. Get rid of that enchantment so they're not getting card draw. Yeah, and then they got to pay 2 the ward on it, so they'll take the entire turn if they try to Abrade it here. Yep. There you go. Our opponent, no problems with that. Okay, can we run out the Bloodletter now? Can you kill that opponent? It's slightly bigger. Okay, they find the 5th mana. Oh, yep, they did that. I forgot that came on unlocked. That's on me. We could have destroyed it. Seize the secrets. So we're just gonna draw cards and draw more burn until our opponent gives up. That is the secret here. Alright, will they waste all their mana? Oh my god, are you kidding me, dude? Okay, the Snore Fest is on. What a lame deck. I'm sorry, LRF. This is stupid. I've built some lame decks. I'm guilty of it too. It takes one to know one. Alright, well, we got a thing. Alright, what you got now? You gonna unlock that? No, we're not doing that. There you go, here's some map tokens for your efforts. You got any more removal? More removal here? What do you think? LRF? Will you scoop to my Ellis Ilcor? He said no. I'll finally play a creature. And another Tempest Angler. Auto pay. There we go. Deep Cavern Bat. Yep. I hate playing it, but right now, slightly more motivated. The Razzle Dazzle Melik. Let's get rid of Rawl, I guess. Yep. Get out of here, all. No one wants you. We've given so many map tokens to our opponent. They should be able to find their way to victory. Johanna, apprentice sorcerer, lets them look at the top card of their library and cast an instant or sorcery spell from the top. We don't get to see what it is. Razzle dazzle. I'm sorry, you got to do the Bill Murray voice there. Razzle dazzle. No blocks. We're good. I probably would have used the map token there, but I guess they know what's on top. Maybe it's a land. Okay, come on. We're doing it again. We're just going to get flooded at this point, aren't we, Shuffler? Alright, they have a flyer. They don't have the mana to cast a second spell, though. But they can give it a counter. There you go. Roaring Furnace, Steaming Sauna. Yep, that's the same one we destroyed earlier. Our opponent's somehow down to like half their cards in their library already. Yeah, it's still there. Still there. Okay, we need some kind of card draw. Maybe that's the addition this deck needs. We need a card draw engine. Maybe Enduring Curiosity. I thought about putting it in here. The problem is, really on our 3-drop, we really want to be playing Delney. But I guess if we're not drawing Delney, then Enduring Curiosity probably is for the best. Alright, let's get in here with Ildcore. You're going to block with a 6-7? I thought not. But I think, unless we do something yeah, I mean, they're just going to kill the bat with the Roaring Furnace. Oh, they found an Abrade, whatever. Okay. Alright, let's try this little quick huddle up here. And let's take a look and see what happens. Because the Enduring Curiosity is also good for us post board wipe. Because unless it gets exiled, then it should hit the board again as an enchantment. In which case, the next creature we draw should draw us into more cards. In theory. The question is, what do we get rid of? You know what? I'm not overly happy with these Case of the Uneaten Feasts. In this deck, I just don't think we're going to ever get to solve them. So what do we do? What do we do? Do we need a 4th Elspeth Smite? Well, let's try it like that. Alright, Enduring Curiosity. Will it be the balm that soothes our ails? Our bat-related ails? We shall see. Delney, come out and play with our bats, please. Up against 8mm. Maybe they're a camera aficionado. Okay, we like to see this. Not bad. We have early removal. Let's go ahead and get this down on black. Seems wise. Then either way, if we draw another white source or another black source, then that opens up our hand on the top end. Alright, our opponent in Demir. We did not find another mana, but we did find a board wipe. What's it gonna be? Is it our turn to get batted? Seems likely. No? Just a removal? Checking it out. Okay. Well, that's not ideal. Let's counter spell check. Maybe just a flash creature? Fingers crossed. Counter spell. Alright. I think our Elspeth might probably no good here. Come on, land. We need a land. You are not a land. No tax. Our opponent doing fine finding their lands. I'm jelly. And we have a Boneyard Desecrator. Yeah, I'm not hit by Elspeth Smite, is it? And we cannot cast the split up. So, I guess we're swinging in for 2. And once again, praying to the almighty shuffler, please, we need the land. Any land will do. Giraffe of the Fleshright. I almost said of the Weatherlight, but that's a different guy. The 2/3 legendary human warlock. Whenever you cast a spell during your turn other than your first spell that turn, create a 2/2 blue and black zombie rogue creature token. Whenever a zombie you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on it for each other zombie that entered the battlefield under your control this turn. Okay, so they are zombies. So maybe we will get to use that Elspeth Smite after all. They're a big fan of the unable to scream, I see. Yeah, come on, man. Alright, I hate the scoop here, but there's just no way we're coming back at this point after being so mana screwed. That is a shame. I would have liked to have seen how the Enduring Innocence helped us out there. Did not get to cast it. Alright, let's head back in up against Kai. I'm trying to get a little Bats and Delney. Unstoppable Slasher, Bloodletter of Aclazot's combo. I don't know how I feel about this hand. In theory. Alright, let's go with the Black Source for the Fabled Passage. That opens up Deep Cavern Bat into Sheltered by Ghosts. Maybe into Delney. Click, click. Okay, let's turn the TVs off. Too bright in here. Oh, come on. Again? Again? They're surely gonna counter this. Yeah, what you got? Okay, so this is what we're dealing with here now. The I deck. I don't, yeah, it's definitely that. I guess we get rid of the counter. Come on, come on. Pick lock prankster. You got nothing. You got nothing. We don't have a chance here unless we can hit another land. Not a chance in the world. All right. Well. Click the eyes. I don't know if you've done this or not, but I like poking the eyes out of the bushes. The little things we find to bide our time. Okay, well, our opponent wants to get smited down. That's fine. Okay, well, I'm not very happy with the shuffler right now. Let's go ahead and get the 3 steps back out of their hand. They don't have anything in the graveyard right now for the helping hands to fetch. All right, come on. Land. Once again, praying for land. That seems to be the theme since we've tuned up this deck. We didn't remove any lands. And yet, here we are. Alright, they find a 3rd Picklock Prankster. What'd they grab? Moment of truth? Okay. Hey! It is not going to be a tap, or not going to be untapped, but we'll take it. Alright. Well, I guess we're sheltered by ghosting the Picklock Prankster number 3. Feels bad. It's about all we can do this turn. Now the question is, do we down? Yeah, I think we Unstoppable Slasher next turn. I mean, maybe one day they'll tap out here for us. All right. No. I mean, they could get away glamour, I guess. All right, let's attack in. And then second main, we'll throw the slasher out. I mean, yeah, that's a juicy target right there. I mean, hey, thanks, Mimo TTV. Appreciate the follow there. That's awesome. All right, well, they did tap out, so Unstoppable Slasher time. And now they have to answer this. And if they do it with the Jin, then we just toss out Delney. Okay. Well, that's a Monastery Mentor. That is good. And yeah, okay. So now, what we need to do is Sheltered by Ghosts on the... No. Okay, wait, no. Delney. And then Sheltered by Ghosts on Delney. Alright, let's get rid of the Mentor. And get in there with Unstoppable Slasher. Yeah, I don't know if that was a wise choice. Yeah. Probably should have blocked. I mean, it's just a 1/3 flyer. The Hottie Jin. I'm gonna have some trouble blocking the Unstoppable Slasher. They recommission a Picklock Prankster. But here's the deal. We're gonna go ahead and offspring our Starscape Cleric. And then see what happens when we attack in. I mean, they have to block the slasher, and they've only got 2 creatures they can block with. Yeah. And yeah. But here's the issue. Yeah, that's an issue. Good game. The power of Delney empowering so many different triggers. Alright, let's see if we can do it one more time. One more time, and then we'll take a quick break and try out another deck that I've been wanting to, see if I can make work. The faraway nymph. How far away are they? Alright, this looks like a decent hand. We have instant kill combo, or OTK. Let's go ahead and Life Creed duo it up. We'll let them play down something. Anything will do. We love to see that. I'm not aware of a 1-mana counterspell in Standard, so let's go ahead and, I'm tempted just to go ahead and play here on curve. See what they can do about the slasher. We have another one. And if we can stick one of them and throw out the bloodletter, bam, that's instant OTK. Oh, a soul partition. Okay, black mana. And let's go ahead and I think we get in here with the Life Creed duo. Deep Cavern Bat. Gain some life. Hate on their hand. Yeah, let's go ahead and take the Oculus so they can't pitch that. And if they go for the Zen here, we just Sheltered by Ghosts on the Life Creed duo. Yes, yes. That's what we want to see. And let's go black. Sheltered by Ghosts on the Life Creed duo. There you go. Get that out of here. Now we got 2 life linkers. And another unstoppable slasher. Gain some life. Hopefully, our opponent is out of blockers. They're drawing. They're looking. Dewey has it. That'll be a wonderful way to close out this deck expose. And the moment of truth. This is the moment of truth, opponent. I'm not sure if you're aware. You need... Nope. I was fixing to say they need like a mana drop there, and then Into the Flood Maw is about all that could do it. And here we go. Here we go. Ba-bam. Good game. Faraway Nymph. Alright, yeah. This deck, actually, I think it works. I wouldn't say it's going to get you to Mythic. I would say it is fun. Delney is a lot of fun with all the different synergies he has with it. And yeah, that's, I mean, you've got combos galore to be pulled off here. What more could you ask for? Getting double value off of Deep Cavern Bats, getting double value off of things like, yeah, your Unstoppable Slasher, even if you don't draw into your Bloodletter of Aclazotz, or even if you get the Bloodletter of Aclazotz out there without the Unstoppable Slasher. If Delney's out there, he is killing it. Literally killing it. Yeah. So thank you for joining us for this first little games here. And I'm Average Zen, your host. Catch us later on YouTube if you didn't get to watch the whole show. Of course, we're on Twitch 3 days a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, 11 to 1 Central European Time. And don't be a jerk. Love one another. Be cool.